Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss two chapters, number 10 and number 11. First, we will start with chapter 10, another P in for P marketing mix, which stands for pricing. In this part, we are going to understand and capture customer value. Alright, we will go through three objectives. The first one is what is a price? The second one, major pricing strategies. And the third one are the internal and external considerations affecting price decisions. Okay, we will start with the first one. What is a price? We need money to run smoothly our daily tasks as well as the business firms experimenting when you factor into marketing or providing buying services. On of them cost lots of money, but the customer won't care. So how can a company minimize the cost of a reasonable price or even convince the customer to use the products? To successfully do it, first reverse the price into value. Remember to set value, not price. Since lowering the price too much can avoid the brand being valued by other customer, and it is the mission of judging the customer value behind the price. For example, consider a person selling gold bars for $5 per piece. The price of the gold bar is 5 for each, but the value of the gold bar may be much higher than 5 depending on the market demand for gold. And another example is that a luxury car may have a high price tag, but its value to the buyer may be in its high performance and safety features. Okay, so now let's go to the next part. Knowing the price is a flexible element, but also the most complicated issue as well. Companies must consider the right strategy to take full advantage of pricing. So the value first they have to mention here is the customer value-based pricing. When it comes to price, it comes to the perception of the customer. So value-based pricing focus deeply on this aspect. It is important to remember good value is not equal to a low price. That is how the luxury market can still make profit more. And brand now offer through fully high quality products together with selling their application brand name. And you can see none of its target customer care about the price. And let's go to this part, good value pricing. It is a pricing strategy where a company offers product or services at a reasonable price but still maintains a high level of quality. And this aims to attract and retain customer as well as provide customer with good value for their money by offering competitive prices. For example, Samsung QLED 4K TVs are known for their high quality picture and sound. They are priced higher than some of their competitors, but offer better quality and features. Or a painting is sold for millions of dollars based on the reputation of the artist, not the cost of the materials. Alright, and let's go to this part, everyday low pricing and high low pricing. Everyday low pricing is a pricing strategy where a company offers products or services at a consistent and relatively low price point, and this aims to create a sense of reliability and trust with customer as they can get good deal on the product or service. And for example, this car retailer offers products at a low price point all year round, such as Dollar Tree or Walmart. And for high-low pricing is a pricing strategy where a company offers products or services at high price point, but then offer discount or sale to attract customer. For example, a retail store offers products at full price most of the time, but then has frequent sale, such as Black Friday or end of season. And that's why a lot of people compete with each other to buy goods at this time. Okay, and another strategy is the value add pricing. So instead of lowering the price, companies can choose to add more value added features and provide more superior services or comfortable experience to support their higher prices. And that is how the value can be the price. For example, Starbucks provide a comfortable coffee house experience of meeting and working in addition to good coffee. And when it comes to the cost-based pricing as the strategy on the market, we can do is convince buyers that are setting suitable for product value, since the company now set a price based on the cost of designing, distributing, and producing, and company can lower costs that sell a lower price that result in smaller markup but greater sales and profit. For example, every month Google must pay the speed for rent, heat, interest, and exactly salaries regardless of the company level of output as a fixed cost. And moreover, every furniture produced involves a cost of goods, paint, or other inputs, although the costs tend to be the same for each unit produced. Then upon variable cost, because The total value is with number of units produced. And costs vary with different level of production. As the production increase, the idea of stock run average cost and long run average cost could be beneficial too. And supposedly, the Volt run blend that produce 3,000 topics per day as a leader will get experience in producing tablets. You learn how to do it better. As the result, the average cost tend to decrease with accumulated production experience and is on its variant curve here. And another two concept is cost plus pricing and target profit pricing as the calculation are so on the screen. And the last one is competition-based pricing. When considering buying something, consumer often make comparison between brands, especially which one is better with lower price. So this process strategy depends much on competitors' strategies, cost price, and marketing offers to do so. Companies must know who are their competitors. For example, the petrol industry set their prices based on the price charged by other petrol stations in the area. And if one petrol station lower its prices, others may follow suit to remain competitive.
While customer value perceptions, cost, and competitor strategies play significant roles in determining prices, we must also consider several additional internal and external factors that can greatly impact our pricing decision. I would like to talk about the importance of pricing in a company's overall marketing strategies. Price is only one element of company's broader marketing strategy and should be carefully considered in relation to other marketing mix variables and the company's objectives. Pricing can play an important role in helping to accomplish the company objectives at many levels. For example, a firm can set prices to attract new customers or prevent competition from entering the market. Decisions made for other marketing variables may also affect pricing decisions. Often, the best strategy is not to check the lowest price, but rather to differentiate the marketing offer to make it worth a higher price. For example, Sleep Number puts high value into its mattress and charges a higher price to match that value. When it comes to setting price, management must decide who within the organization should set prices. In small companies, prices are often set by top management, while in large companies, pricing is typically handled by divisional or product managers. In industries where pricing is a key factor, such as airlines, aerospace, steel, railroad, and oil companies, companies often have pricing departments to set the best prices or have others set them. And before setting prices, the marketer must understand the relationship between price and demand for a company's product. The seller's pricing freedom varies with different types of market. Under pure competition, the market consists of many buyers and sellers trading in a uniform commodity, and marketing strategy plays little or no role. Under monopolistic competition, the market consists of many buyers and sellers trading over a range of prices, and sellers use branding, advertising, and personal sharing to share their offers about. Under oligopolistic competition, the market consists of only a few large sellers who are alert and responsive to competitors' pricing strategies and marketing moves. In a pure monopoly, the market is dominated by one seller. Each price a company might charge will lead to different level of demand. This relationship is shown in the demand curve, which shows the number of units the market will buy in a given time period at different prices that might be charged. In general, the higher the price, the lower the demand. This means that as a company increases its prices, it can expect to see a decrease in the number of units sold. Next, I would like to talk about the concept of price elasticity of demand. This refers to how responsive demand will be to a change in price. If demand hardly changes with a small change in price, we say demand is inelastic. If demand changes greatly, we say the demand is elastic. If demand is elastic rather than inelastic, sellers may consider lowering their prices. A lower price can produce more total revenue as long as the extra cost of producing and selling more do not exceed the extra revenue. Economic factors such as a boom or recession, inflation, and interest rates can affect consumer spending, consumer perceptions of a product's price and value, and companies' cost of producing and selling a product. For example, in the aftermath of the Great Recession of 2008 to 2009, customers became more value conscious. In response, many companies cut prices and offer discounts. However, price cuts can have undesirable long-term consequences, such as lower margins and cheapening of the brand in customers' eye. No matter what price business charges, low or high, companies need to offer great value for money. Beyond the market and the economy, there are several other factors in a company external environment that can affect pricing decision. These factors include the environment, resellers, government, and social concerns. Companies must carefully consider how these factors may impact their pricing strategies and make adjustments as necessary.
Now we will move to chapter 11, pricing strategy. This chapter contains five objectives. The first one is new product pricing strategy. The second one is product mix pricing strategy. The third one is price adjustment strategy and price change. The final part is public policy and pricing. The first objective is new products pricing strategy. The company bringing out a new product face the challenge of setting price for the first time. They can choose between two product strategy: market skimming pricing and market penetration pricing. Market skimming pricing means setting a high price for a new product to skim maximum revenue layer by layer from the segments willing to pay the high price. The company makes fewer but more profitable sales. For example, through smart premium price able vacuum up as much as 92% of all mass-fall profits. Market penetration pricing means setting a low price for a new product in order to attract a large number of buyers and a large market share. For example, GIT Global U penetration pricing to quickly build demand for its waste form stock board. And my friend will present the next objective.
We are going to explore Objective 2, product mix pricing strategies. The strategies for setting a product price often has to be changed when the product is part of a product mix, and there are five product mix pricing situations. The first situation is product line pricing. Price gaps between various products in product line based on cost differences between the products, customer evaluations of different PHs, and competitors' prices. For example, there are five smartphones iPhone with different prices because they have different PHs for customers to experience. The second situation is optional product pricing, the pricing of optional or accessory products along with the main product. For example, if we buy a new laptop, we have to buy a bewildering array of processors, hard drives, docking systems, software options, and service plans. Regarding car, order a navigation system with premium entertainment system when buying car. The third situation is active product pricing, setting a price for products along with a main product, for example, plays for a razor and games for a video game console. Captive products is account for a substantial portion of a brand sales and profits. In the case of services, captive product pricing is called two-part pricing. The price of the service is broken into a fixed fee plus a variable usage rate. The fourth situation is by-product pricing, setting a price for by-products to have offset the cost of disposing of them and have make the main product's price more competitive. Ebook producers of the main products often price them low and set a high markups on the supplies. For example, Amazon introduced its Kindle 5 tablet for as low as $199, a loss of an estimated $10 per machine. With product bundle pricing, it is combining several products and offering the bundle at a reduced price. The typical example is of Microsoft Office. It is sold as a bundle of computer software, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. And using product bundle pricing, sellers often combine several products and offer the bundle at a reduced price. For example, fast food restaurants, a bundle, a hamburger, and a soft drink. We are going to solve Objective 3, price adjustment strategies. Discount and allowance pricing. For example, 2 divide 10 net 30 means the buyer can deduct 2% if the bill is paid within 10 days, although payment is due within 30 days. A quantity discount is a price reduction to buyers who buy large volumes. A seller offers a functional discount to trade journal members who perform certain functions, such as selling, storing, and record keeping. A seasonal discount is a price reduction to buyers who buy merchandise or services out of season. In terms of segmented pricing, it is selling a product or service at two or more prices, where the difference in price is not based on the differences in cost. Under platform pricing, with different versions, it priced differently but not according to differences in their cost. Using location-based pricing, different prices for different locations, while the cost of offering each location is the same. Using time-based pricing is priced by the reason, the month, the day, and even the hour. Regarding physiological pricing, it is not simply the economics. For example, product is with higher priced as higher having higher quality. Reference prices is formed by noting current prices, remembering past prices, and assessing the buying situation. But small differences in price can signal large differences. Although actual price differences might be small, the impact of such physiological statistics can be big. Remoting pricing is temporarily price their products below list price and sometimes even below cost to create buying assignment and urgency. And there are several forms of promotional pricing. Discount from normal prices to increase sales and reduce inventories. Special event pricing to draw more customers. Limited time offers to have gotten on a deal. Cash rebates to customers who pay the product from dealers within a specified time. Low interest financing, longer quantities fee maintenance to reduce the customer's price. Of course, it also helps move customers over humps in the buying decision process. Geographical pricing. There are five geographical pricing strategies: FOB origin pricing, uniform delivered pricing, zone pricing, base point pricing, flight absorption pricing, and dynamic and online pricing. It is adjusting prices annually, uh, continually to meet the characteristics and needs of individual customers and situations. Uh, it, bring, it brings many advantages for marketers. Firstly, optimizing sales and serving customers better, and it is to take advantage of customers, thereby matching important customer relationships. Finally, deal with the customer practice of showrooming. The last one is international pricing. A company should judge in a specific company, specific country, depending on manufacturer's economic conditions, competitive situations, laws, and regulations, in the nature of the wholesaling and retailing system. Such price escalation may result from differences in selling strategies, market conditions. For example, Unilever is a marker of such brands as Dove, Sunsilk, Lipton, and Vaseline, which packaging the low prices for the world's poorest customers.
Now we are going to Objective 4 of Chapter 11, Learning Objective 4, Price Change. Several situations may lead a firm to consider cutting price. One such is excess capacity. Another is falling demand in the face of strong price competition or weakened economy. In such case, the firm may aggressively to cut price to boost sales and market share. Cutting price in an industry loaded with this capacity may lead to price war as competitors try to hold on to market share, initiating price increase. A successful price increase can greatly improve profits. When raising price, the company must avoid being perceived as a price gouger. Customers have a long memories that they will eventually turn away from companies or even whole industry that they perceive as charging excessive price. There are some techniques for avoiding the problems. One is to maintain a sense of fairness surrounding any price increase. Price increase should be supported by company communications, telling customers why prices are being raised. Customers do not always interpret price change in a straightforward way. A price increase may have positive meaning for some buyer, while others may think the company is simply being greedy by charging what the traffic will bear. Similarly, customers may view a price cut as getting a better deal on an exclusive product, or price cuts may be associated with reductions or quality or brand's image being tarnished. The figure 11.1 shows the ways the company might assess and respond to the competitor's price cut. Suppose the company learns that a competitor has cut its price and decides that this price cut is likely to harm its sales and profit. It must simply decide to hold its current
price and a profit machine. The company might believe that it will not lose too much market share or it will lose too much profit if it reduces its own price, or it might decide that it should wait or respond when it has more information on the effects of the competitor's price change. However, waiting too long to act may let the competitor get stronger or more confident as its sales increase. If the company decides that effective action can and should be taken, it might make any of four responses that are reduce price too much competition, maintain price but raise the perceived value through communication, improve quality and increase price, launch a lower price fighting brand. Okay, learning objective 5, public policy and pricing. Figure 11.2 show the major public policy issue in pricing. These include potentially damaging pricing plastic within a given level of the channel and across levels of channel. Price competition is a core element of our free market economy. In setting prices, companies usually are not free to charge whatever price they wish. Many federal, state, and even local law govern the rule of fair play in pricing. In addition, companies must consider broader societal pricing concerns. The most important pieces of legislation affecting pricing are Sherman Act, the Clayton Act, and the Robeson-Pattman Act, initially adopted to curb the formation of monopolies and regulate business practices that might unfairly restrain trade. Price fixing is illegal per se. That is, the government does not accept any exclusive price fixing. As such, companies found guilty of these practices can receive the fees. Sellers are also sellers are also prohibited from using predatory pricing, selling below cost with intentions of pushing and punishing a competitor or getting higher long-run profit by putting competitors out of business. This protects small sellers from larger ones who might sell items below cost temporarily or a specific locate to drive them out of business. The biggest problem is determining just what constitutes predatory pricing behavior. Selling below cost to unload excess inventory is not considered predatory. Selling below cost to drive out competitors